Sitting here with you now, it feels like just yesterday I was staring down the barrel of my 50th birthday, and honestly, a little bit of dread had crept in. You hear all the cliches, the over the hill jokes, and it's easy to let those whispers get to you. But let me tell you something I've learned firsthand over the last few years. Turning 50 wasn't the beginning of a decline. It was the start of a whole new, incredibly vibrant chapter. In fact, in many ways, life has become even more fun and fulfilling. I remember that 50th birthday party. My kids threw me a lovely bash, and while I appreciated it immensely, there was this little nagging voice in the back of my head. Was this it? Was the excitement of life starting to fade? I looked around at some of my friends who were also around that age, and some seemed to be settling into a quieter existence, focusing more on ailments and less on adventures. And I thought, no, that's not going to be me. That decision, that little spark of defiance, was the first big change. I realized that aging is inevitable, yes, but how we age is largely up to us. It wasn't about trying to be 25 again, it was about embracing the wisdom and experiences I'd gained and using them as a springboard for even more joy. One of the first things I tackled was my health. I'd always been somewhat active, but I decided to get serious about it. I started incorporating regular exercise into my routine, not grueling workouts that left me aching for days, but things I actually enjoyed. Long walks in nature became a sanctuary, a chance to clear my head and appreciate the beauty around me. I joined a local cycling group, and the camaraderie and the feeling of accomplishment after a good ride are just fantastic. I even surprised myself by trying yoga, which has done wonders for my flexibility and balance. It's never too late to find activities you love, and trust me, the energy and vitality you gain are worth every bit of effort. And it wasn't just about moving my body, it was also about nourishing it properly. I started paying much closer attention to what I was eating. It wasn't about deprivation or fad diets, but about making conscious choices to fuel myself with good, wholesome foods. More fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, and cutting back on processed stuff made a huge difference in how I felt, more energy, better sleep, and just an overall sense of well-being. It's like giving your body the premium fuel it deserves after all these years. But the fun didn't stop with physical health. In fact, feeling healthier gave me the energy and motivation to explore other avenues of joy. Remember how I used to say I never had time for hobbies? Well, suddenly, the time appeared, or rather, I made the time. I always had a secret desire to learn pottery, so I signed up for a local class. Getting my hands muddy and creating something tangible was incredibly rewarding. I have met some wonderful people in that class too, proving that you can make new friends at any age. Travel, which had always been a dream, became more of a reality. With the kids grown and a bit more flexibility in my schedule, my partner and I started planning trips. We've explored national parks, wandered through charming European towns, and even tried a cruise, something I never thought I'd enjoy, but absolutely loved. These experiences have broadened my horizons and filled my life with incredible memories. The world doesn't stop being fascinating just because you've hit a certain age. In fact, you often have a deeper appreciation for its wonders. And speaking of staying connected, I made a conscious effort to stay engaged with what's happening in the world. It's easy to get caught up in your own little bubble, but keeping abreast of current events, new technologies, and different perspectives keeps your mind sharp and makes you a more interesting and informed person. I joined a book club that tackles a wide range of topics, and the discussions are always stimulating. I even embraced social media, with caution, of course, to stay in touch with friends and family near and far and to discover new interests and communities. It's all about staying curious and open to learning. What I've realized is that turning 50 wasn't an ending, it was a liberation. The pressures of building a career and raising a family had eased somewhat, leaving space for me to rediscover myself and pursue things that truly brought me joy. There's a certain confidence that comes with age too, a sense of knowing yourself better and not being afraid to step outside your comfort zone. So, to anyone out there who's approaching or has passed that 50 mark and might be feeling a little apprehensive, please hear this. This can be an amazing time of life. It's a chance to redefine yourself, to prioritize your well-being, and to embrace new adventures. Don't let anyone tell you that your best years are behind you. In many ways, mine feel like they're just getting started. Embrace the changes, take care of yourself, stay curious, and most importantly, have fun. There's a whole world of experiences waiting for you, no matter your age.